Hi, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm going to show you how to make this fun fold card. It's a very simple one. It just has one extra score line and fold on it. And on the inside, I have just a small layer for my sentiment. I'm using the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set, which is a great stamp set because it takes up a lot of area. You don't really need to add much to your card when you use something this large. And I'm also using the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. This is a little bit different. It has a lot of different shading on it. So you can use all of these. This would be great for a masculine card. I just like that it had, you know, different colors that you could use as a background. And I used the colors that coordinate with it. On the back of your Designer Series paper, it tells you all the colors that are in the papers, so that makes it very easy. So I saw there was Gorgeous Grape, which is my card base, and also one of the color inks, and Magenta Madness and Melon Mambo. So I thought, well, let's use those three colors, and that's what I did with my stamp. I colored them with markers, and I just kind of did parts of it with the different colors. So let's get started. I have my pieces cut. And as I said, I'm using a Gorgeous Grape card base, and this is just a half a piece of 8.5 by 11. So I just cut it at 5.5, and that's my base for all of my cards. It's very rare that I do a different size. And then I'm going to get my trimmer out, and I'll make my standard score. So this trimmer has both a cutting blade and a scoring blade. And that makes it really nice because you get everything done in one shot here. So I'm going to line up my card just like I would and score it at 4.5. And that would give me my normal score line, cuts it right in half. And then I want half of that. So half of 4.25 would be 2 1/8. So I'm going to score that as well. So that's all the scoring I have. And then I'll fold this, and I'll use my bone folder just to burnish it. And then I want to fold this one out. And that's really the base of the card. Okay, so it just opens like this. And then I have my layers. And actually, let's do our stamping before we do our layers. And I'll have all the sizes for everything on my blog. So just go to pspapercrafts.com and you can get all that information. But let's do our stamping. So I have one piece that I wanted to fit, and I just measured really where the stitches, because I didn't want to make it too much smaller because it is such a large stamp image, that I wanted to make sure it just fit right in there. And what I'm doing is I'm taking this stamp and I'm taking my Stampin' Write markers. Now you don't want to do this with blends. You want to do it with Stampin' Write markers. They're the water-based, and those are the ones you can color on your stamp. And I'm going to do the lightest color first. So I'm going to start at the bottom, and that's my Melon Mambo. Just because if I go into the other color, it doesn't cause me any problems with picking up a darker color on a lighter marker. You could always just run it over your paper if you did get another color on your marker. So I didn't want to get go into the Gorgeous Grape with this and get Gorgeous Grape on it. Hope that makes sense to you. So I'm just going to go, and I want to go into the next word, or a set of words here, and I hope you can see this okay, I'm just coloring the stamp. And this is a great way to get multiple colors on an image. And then I'm going to do my Magenta Madness, and I am using the flare kind of side versus the bullet. So there's a thin one if you're doing writing, but when you're coloring on your stamp, you want this side. And there's actually a line that shows you the fatter or the skinnier. And I'm going to turn my stamp this way and keep going. And these almost look the same on the stamp. So you just want to get it across. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just go up partially, not all the way up. I want it to be just as if it was just, you know, just part of the word going through. Okay, so I'll just keep coloring, and then I want to do my gorgeous grape. And if you see that you've missed a spot, you can always go back to it. So I'm going to just start right here, and it will just blend right together here. Just get all of it done. This is nice and dark, so it's easy to see that you got everything. And if you missed it, you could try to fill in. I've done that before. And I would use the other side of the marker if you were trying to fill in. And who knows, maybe we'll have that issue, and I'll show you. Okay, now that I have it all colored, I want to breathe on it because this has been sitting here for a while, and I just want to get it all nice and moist. And actually, I'm just going to, as I was turning it around, I saw, I think I want to get this a little darker here. Just to make sure it's all good. Okay, so now we have everything done. I'm just going to breathe on it. And this is a very, very tight stamp. So, not that the stamp is tight, but the area that I'm stamping it on is tight. So I just want to make sure I take my time and press it down. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? So you have all the different colors. See, I see that U looks like I missed it a little bit. So I will get, this is the Magenta Madness, and I'm just going to use this one, and I'm just gonna like dot it. I don't want to try to draw it, or maybe a little on the E. Okay, you just want to be careful because you don't want to mess it up. So that's that. And then the same thing on the inside. I did the happy birthday, and I did the gorgeous grape for the happy birthday. So I'm going to do that on the inside. Just color that all in. Very easy. And then I'll do the Magenta Madness. I didn't do any Melon Mambo on this one. So I'll do the Magenta Madness. Looks like I got a little thing there. Right on the line that goes around at the box. Now I was thinking of doing this other sentiment, It's Your Day, but it was really too long. And I didn't want this piece to show through when the card was closed. So this one fit perfectly. So I was very happy about that. Okay, and we'll put the top on this one, and then we'll line this up. And I try to use my grid paper to help line things up. And I want to be even side to side, but a little bit toward the top. So I can write their name and, you know, love you or whatever on the bottom. So now let's get our pieces together. I'm going to just put all of this, use my stamp and seal, and I'll just get it started and do this. And you really don't need a lot. This really sticks well. And I'll do this on the inside. And I have a very, very tight border around. I didn't want too much of a border. Okay, and then we'll do these two. And you could do something different here if you wanted, you know, a different pattern. I kind of liked it all the same pattern, so, but you can do what you want. Let's get this going. I thought I had the knack of this. I'm still learning it. There we go. If you bend it this way, it breaks it off nicely. And I don't think I always do that. So practice makes perfect, right? So we'll just lay this down. And then we have one more piece to lay down, and then we'll put our sentiment layer together. Okay, get this one. Try to just get everything straight across the card. Okay, so now we have this, and then I would put these together, and before I put the inside in, I want to make sure where this is going to lay. So this one you're going to just do straight on, come on. And then we're only going to put the adhesive on the one side, so that we don't seal the card together. So we want it to be only over here. So I'll just put 2 lines close together here. Okay. We don't want it to get stuck on here because then your card won't open. So just kind of center it. That looks good. And then we want this to lay. It should be good if you just center it, and it will be covered by this. So let me just show you. I use the Stitch So Sweetly dies for this. So the large one is for this out here. And I didn't want to make it the same size because then I felt like I had to really line it up perfectly so that you didn't see it when the card was closed, so I did the smaller one here. These are great for layering. I love them. But see, if I did this the same size, I'd have to really make sure it was just perfect, and I didn't want to do that. If you want to do that, that's fine. You can measure it out and lay it all out, but I wanted to make it easy. Oh, really struggling with this glue today. I thought I had it down pat. Oops. I've got my window open, and I've got stuff blowing around on my table. Come on. I think I have to open it up and fix it. Okay, so now I will put this down. That looks good. Okay, and then the only other thing I wanted to do is put some of these gems on. And these are the In Color, and they have Magenta Madness, so I like it. They're called the 2020-2022 In Color Enamel Dots. So I just want to put 3 of these on. I'll put one up here. And over here. It's a good thing I only need 3, right? I'm out of them. I think I have another pack though. But isn't this cute? I think it would be fun to give to someone. And I love having the variation of the colors here. Okay, well thanks for joining me, and come back for my next video. You have a good day. Bye.